Hi guys, welcome to my weight loss journey video. I am so excited to film this. This will be my second time filming this because I've filmed, edited my pictures, and then watched it over, and I just didn't like the way that I was explaining it. My point of this video is to obviously provide you with what I did, pictures, hopefully I could help someone if they're struggling, but most of all, I just don't want it to seem like you can only be beautiful if you weigh a certain amount, because I definitely don't believe that. I feel like you can be beautiful for so many other things, that your weight loss should not be like the first priority for that. For me, I knew that for loving myself a little bit more, I needed to lose weight because I simply just wasn't comfortable in my own skin anymore. About 2 years ago, I was trying diets, and the first diet I started with was the military diet. If you're not familiar with it, it's not an easy diet. I am a picky eater first off, and on the military diet, it was like 1 grapefruit, 2 hot dogs, a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and I forgot what else, but it was like torture to me. I didn't like it. Who wants to eat 2 hot dogs a day? I don't like grapefruit. So in order for me to wake up and to follow that diet, it wasn't beneficial to me. I think that I might have lost like a pound, and I was like, this just isn't, it's not worth it at all. So I started looking up different diets, and I came across Weight Watchers. I went online and I signed up for the online Weight Watchers. So there's 2 Weight Watchers. Either you can go to classes and they weigh you in weekly, and it's basically stricter because they weigh you in, they mark it down on a book, and then like the next week you come, you lose more, and eventually you'll achieve like different little medals. But I just felt, for me, I felt like I could do it by myself. So I signed up for the online Weight Watchers, which provides you with an app. That's really all that it is. And you get to weigh your food, and they have like this little barcode scanner, and you can actually go around and scan barcodes, and it'll tell you how much of that you can eat for how many points. So it's actually really convenient. It's so worth the money to pay for monthly. As long as you're motivated to pay, like it's like, sometimes there's deals, so it's like $12 to $15 a month for the app. It's amazing. I would tell anybody it's so worth it. That barcode scanner in general is the easiest thing. You could literally walk up and down the aisles in the food store, scan it, you'll get your points, and it's so convenient. So when I started Weight Watchers, you put in your weight, you put in your goal weight, how tall you are, and it gives you your daily points that you're supposed to stay within for the day. So the points that I got were 23. So that's 23 points for the whole day that you're allowed to eat. So I, truthfully, for most of my journey that never ended, I still do Weight Watchers, but for the beginning of my weight loss journey, when I was being extremely strict, I would try to stay within 20. Some days I went to 23, but 23 was my limit. So if I did, that was totally fine. It was still beneficial, but I just wanted to keep it in 20 because it made me more strict, and I felt like it made me just like navigate through it better. It was just easier for me to do so. So once I started following that, my weight started coming off immediately. I think I was losing 2.5 to 3 pounds a week. My first day of Weight Watchers, I weighed in at 156. Now, I've been higher than that. I think my highest was probably 159, but when I started Weight Watchers, I started at 156. Now, I'm going to insert pictures, probably a lot of pictures, pictures that nobody have ever seen, pictures that I've never sent to anybody, pictures that I simply took of myself as a before photo, locked them in like a little folder on my phone just so that no one can see them when scrolling through my camera roll. I wasn't in a good state, and I simply just didn't want anybody to see them. But now I feel like I've grown, and you know, where I am now, I feel like I'm so comfortable to share my photos because I've made such a difference in myself. And if I can help anybody just go for it. If you're not comfortable in your own skin, I would love to do that. So I will upload pictures here and there. Don't be shocked. I mean, you know, I don't know what people are gonna think, but I just hope that I can help you if you need it. Over a year, I was down 38 pounds. Now, some people lose 20 pounds in 4 months. To me, it just wasn't like that. I had a lot of weeks where I just wasn't good. I didn't follow my diet strictly for family parties or someone's birthday or my birthday, and like December is always a month where like my birthday's in the beginning of the month, and then it's Christmas, and then right after that is my anniversary. There was just months, or not months, but weeks that I just didn't follow it so strictly, and I know that that's what pushed me back a little bit, but I wasn't looking at this diet as I need to lose like 30 pounds in 5 months or else. Like, I never looked at it like that. I knew that I was going to give myself leeway and I would diet and, you know, everything would be fine. I just wanted to lose my weight, but I didn't want to make myself like, you can't eat this, this, and this. As long as you can go into a diet and have the strength to cheat, but to be able to get right back on the diet, that's the most important thing. And my cheat meals, I felt like actually caused my next week weight loss to jump. I felt like I was giving my body like, here's really bad food, and then I would eat it so well for a week that I would actually lose more weight. So that was actually helpful for me. Sometimes that just can't be helpful for other people, so you just have to be careful and, you know, just follow what you think is right for yourself. I am just telling you what I did for myself and what helped for me. But as long as you follow what helps for you, what makes you happy, that's truly all that matters. So a little bit about Weight Watchers is there's a lot of 0-point foods. So like fruits, corn, chicken, vegetables, a lot is 0 points. So that means you can eat a whole plate of chicken, corn, watermelon, grapes, anything along those foods, and you would be eating 0 points. So just don't recommend eating 0-point foods all day long because you can. Eat your 20 points, eat your 23, your 28, your 30. On the app also, you can go to like fast food restaurants. They have like a restaurant area, and you click on it and you go to what you want, and it tells you what the points are. So I started at 156, and today I weigh in at 118 to 120. I've been maintaining the last probably like year at about 118 to 120. I don't even remember when I started, but I do know that now I'm down 38 pounds. And probably about once I hit my year like anniversary of starting Weight Watchers, I started to fast. Now, before I started my weight loss journey, I used to be someone that like as soon as I got out of bed, I needed to wake up and I needed breakfast. And usually my breakfast was a Belgian waffle and syrup. Clearly that's not healthy. That's why I was gaining so much weight. I just didn't care. And that's where it got like really sad, where I just woke up, ate anything I wanted, ate ice cream at night before bed, of course with crushed up Oreos and Hershey's syrup, because if you're gonna eat bad, you might as well eat really bad. Am I motivating you guys, or am I just making you hungry? I don't know. So I would eat bad, and once I started Weight Watchers, I felt like my stomach like really got used to eating that food. So like when I first started, the first week of Weight Watchers was hard because I was eating so much healthier than I've ever have in my whole life. And to get your stomach used to that, it takes a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. Once you're used to it and your body's used to it and you start losing weight, I promise you it will all be worth it. Now I wake up, I drink water, and I've been intermediate fasting for probably a year. To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you it's ever been hard. I literally woke up one morning and I said to myself, I'm just not gonna eat until I feel like I'm starving. So I don't eat until anytime after 12. So I eat usually my breakfast at 12, 1, 2, or 3. Now, I don't mean like every time that I fast or every day that I eat breakfast at 2 o'clock, because some days I just don't eat breakfast. I'll wake up and I'll eat, you know, a yogurt with like a little bit of high fiber granola in it, and that could be at 1:30. Or I'll eat at 3. Some days if I'm busy, I don't even think about it, and I eat my first meal at 3 o'clock, and I'm done eating by 7. So I'm usually done eating by 7:30 the latest, and then I don't eat again until after 12. I usually eat probably 1:30, and then so on from there. So I did feel like in the beginning intermediate fasting was very well for me, but to be honest with you, I used to weigh myself every Friday on Weight Watchers just so I can track my progress, and that I felt like was helpful. But at the end of the weight loss, when I already met my goal weight, I felt like it was becoming almost an unhealthy habit for me, and I just stopped that immediately. I felt like I was like waiting for the numbers on the scale, and like if they weren't what I wanted them to, it would ruin my whole day, and I didn't like that mindset. I didn't like feeling like that. I felt like I got so far, like why was I being so hard on myself? So I stopped weighing myself. I rarely ever weigh myself anymore, maybe once a month, once every 2 months. I recently just got on the scale just because I wanted to make this video, and I just wanted to make sure like I was where I have been, and I was. One thing that I feel like is very good for someone that's starting a diet is before pictures. I feel like they are so important. They're so good to just keep for yourself. At least for me, they've been so helpful. I love to look back on them on days where I feel like it's hard or I'm struggling, to just look back at those pictures and compare them to now. It's like the best feeling in the world. So the first day I started, I had one picture that I took in front of my mirror in my bedroom, and I was in just like leggings and a sports bra, and I'm so happy that I took that picture, because it's like, it's such a good feeling now to look at myself in the mirror and then compare myself to that picture. It just really motivates you. It makes your day. I feel like it shows you how much you've grown, how much you've succeeded, how much you accomplished, and how much you did for yourself. I mean, there's truly no better feeling than seeing what you did for yourself. I feel like that was something that truly helped me so much. But I can also tell you that I've done a couple other things. I've printed out motivational quotes, and I've hung them up in like my workout room. I've put them in frames, and just to be able to go in there and look at those, they help you just motivate yourself. And another thing I did was I did 2 jars. So if you may have seen it, but I will upload a photo. So I had 2 jars, and one was pounds to lose and the other one was pounds lost, and I had marbles in them. So I think I put like 20 marbles in the jar for pounds to lose, and then every Friday when I would weigh myself in, I had the jars in my room, and I would go and I would take the jars from the marbles from one jar, and I would place them in the pounds lost jar. And I just feel like for me, it's always been like hands-on helps me, like it motivates me. So for me to put in marbles from the pounds to lose to the pounds lost, it really motivated me, and I like couldn't wait to do it the next week. My first thing was I wanted to be 135, so that was like my big goal. I couldn't wait for that day. So I got to 135, and I was like, yeah, I see change, like I would like where I'm going, but I'm not done. Like I knew like I could definitely lose more and still be healthy and still look good, and you know, so I just said, okay, another 10 pounds. So then I was down to 125, and I was like, let's just go for more. Like I knew like I didn't want to start getting unhealthy and change my mindset to be something that was like not in the healthy range anymore, but I knew that I could get lower than that and be healthy. And I felt like my goal after that was 115. So I reached 115 once, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I weigh 115, what the hell? Like I was so happy. But I simply didn't maintain that at that point. I felt like my body didn't want me to stay there, if that makes any sense. My body went up to like 118 and then 120, and I've literally been maintaining 118 to 120, and I'm so happy where I am. I don't think like I would like ever fight myself to get back down to 115. I saw 115 for probably about a week on the scale, and I just didn't stay there. And I feel like your body will tell you that. It won't want you to stay so low if it just simply doesn't feel healthy at that point. You know, and you have to be careful, because when I went to my yearly checkup, she said to me, like, this is where you're healthy. Like, I do not advise you to lose any more weight, because in women, like, it could start affecting, like, your menstrual period, and it could start, you know, like, messing up things like that, and you don't want to get to that point. So if your body doesn't want you to be at a certain weight, if it keeps bringing you up higher, then, you know, I would stick with that point, because you don't want to mess with your body. Your body knows where it wants to be. It knows where it wants to be healthy and comfortable, and I'm fine at 120. Like, those 5 pounds do make a difference. I felt like I did look different. When you start your goal, definitely go in as, like, so like I said, I started at 156 and my goal was 135. But don't make yourself crazy over that. Instead, start off knowing that, okay, you want to start here and you want to get down to here. But don't make it like you need to get from here to here in, like, 3 months, or else, like, you're miserable. Don't set something like that so hard on yourself. Give yourself, like, a 5-pound goal. It's just much easier when you reach it to be like, I reached my goal. Like, it's the most amazing feeling just to reach your goal. And then at 145, see how you feel. Take a picture, compare it, and just see how you feel about yourself, because that's the most important thing. That's the point about weight loss. Then you can go to 135 or 130, and, like, it's just so much easier to have small goals than it is to be like, I need to lose 40 pounds, because that's overwhelming. It's scary. You don't know how fast that's gonna happen, and it just becomes, like, a little, you know, just not good, I feel like. So just start with small goals and achieve them as they go, and eventually you'll be at your, you know, big goal weight, and it'll be, like, so amazing. After speaking about all of that, I just hope that after watching this, you guys don't feel like, you know, you have to lose weight in order to be beautiful, or if you weigh 160, you're not beautiful, or if you weigh 180, you're not beautiful, because from the bottom of my heart, I never, ever, ever want anybody to feel that way from watching this. You are absolutely beautiful no matter what you weigh. You could be, you know, any weight in this world, and I feel like you're beautiful. I just don't want anybody to watch this and be like, wow, she keeps talking about, like, being at 156 and that not being healthy. It wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for, you know, my relationship with myself. It wasn't healthy for the people around me. You know, I just simply wasn't happy. I was having meltdowns. I would cry. I was so uncomfortable being in a bathing suit around people. I wouldn't go to the beach. I wouldn't go to, like, my family's pool. I wouldn't be in a bathing suit around people. Cry in the dressing rooms at stores because things just wouldn't fit me right, and that just wasn't healthy for me. So I just hope that watching this, I never make anybody feel like, you know, just because you weigh a certain amount, you're not beautiful. I've just never, ever, ever want that to feel like the point. I just wanted to explain to you guys my weight loss journey. I had a lot of people asking me if I could make a video like this, and I just hope that you know the weight on the scale truly never matters. If you're fighting with self-love and you cry and you're not happy with your skin, or you've gained weight and you want to lose it, of course then those numbers matter. But just because I wasn't happy at 156 doesn't mean that you don't look absolutely beautiful, and that you aren't absolutely beautiful at 156 or higher or lower. I just think that everyone's beautiful, and so much more comes, like, with beauty. You know, like, if you have a big heart and you take care of people and you love people and you treat people good, you're beautiful. Like, it does not matter just about the numbers on the scale, and I just simply hope that everyone understands that I'm making this video because I wasn't healthy, because I wasn't comfortable, because I didn't love myself, because I was making people around me not happy, because I just simply wasn't happy. So I made this change for myself, and I am so thankful. I am so proud. I'm so happy for everyone that was around me. Like, shout out to my friends, my boyfriend, my family, my parents, like, everyone that was there to listen to me complain, to listen to me cry, and was there to just pick me up and motivate me and tell me, like, you've got this. So if you need the motivation, if you're not comfortable and you need the motivation to start it, go for it. Start today, take that picture, you know, go for a run, go for a walk. Do whatever you can today to make yourself happy and start that change if you feel like it's needed, because I promise you, things will get easier. You will start to see a difference, and if you feel like you need to change yourself in order to love yourself, in order to be happy, go for it. There's absolutely nothing to lose. You can accomplish it. I know it for a fact. I am always here to motivate, to help, to give advice. I will never judge. I am all for people starting something for themselves. I think it's the most amazing thing. And in the end, just to be able to say, I did it for myself. If you want it, go for it, because I promise you, you will be so proud in the end. You'll be so happy for yourself, and you'll be able to say you did it for yourself. And I promise you, that's such a good feeling. So, now I will be showing you my current after photo compared to my before, which I will upload here. And yeah, it was a crazy journey, something I'm so thankful for, something that I think I'll cherish forever. But I hope that this was fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to make more. So please, if you have any feedback, opinions, please comment below. I would love to know what you guys thought. I would love to know if I'm good at this. I thank all of you for watching it, even if it's my 20 friends that watch this. I appreciate you guys watching this all the way through, and I hope to make more videos. And I just hope that, you know, you will accomplish anything you put your mind to. And if you want to start today as a journey, start it. Take those before pictures, because I promise you they're going to work out. So I will leave a picture just for some motivation here. And thank you guys so much.